Now moving into the NBA, the Knicks are starting the season. They are the first game out the gate. They are playing the Cavs October 22nd. I mean, are they really trying to push Knicks Cavs as the top teams in the East, Tom? Because they're
Absolutely.
opening it with the Cavs. Absolutely. That's your answer?
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. I would have to agree. They're putting them as the opening game of the season, and then they're also putting them on Christmas Day. So obviously, they see Knicks Cavs as the front runners for the East. And so, listen, I'm not against it, but I was kind of a little surprised that they wouldn't say put like a Knicks Magic. Now, I think the Magic are going to be a good team. They
They're gonna
have
be a good.
young players. They have a lot of studs on there. I think that would have been an intriguing matchup. Even Knicks Pistons. That would have been intriguing. Have a rematch of the first round playoff. I don't know. What do you think on it? I mean, do you think it's a good choice? Makes sense to you? Confuses you? What's your take?
No, it makes 100% sense. I mean, now that you have Jason Tatum not playing on the Celtics, and then you also have Tyrese Halliburton not playing on the Pacers, I'm sure if Tyrese was healthy, it's either they would have played OKC, probably game one or Christmas, or they would have played the Knicks.
Hmm.
Most likely Knicks. And I'm sure
Mhm.
they would have played a Christmas game of Pacers Thunder. But he's injured, so that's not going to happen. I mean, usually also that the Knicks do play Boston game one, but with Jason Tatum hurt, like they had to do something with the schedule. So the
Mhm.
next best team up. I mean, it
Mhm.
makes perfect sense.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not against it. I'm not
No,
saying it's stupid or anything. I was
no,
just a little taken aback by it. I thought, okay, Cavs are for Christmas. Leave it there. But the NBA, I get it. I do. NBA sees the Knicks and the Cavs as two big, front running teams in the East, but it'll still be a great game regardless. And then the next game is the Celtics right after. So the first couple of games are, pretty big. Obviously, Celtics aren't going to be the team that they were, the past whatever, God, 5, 6 years. Jason Tatum, Achilles injury. They don't have Drew Holiday anymore. They don't
or
have Kristaps Porzingis anymore. I haven't heard personally anything on Al Horford, unless you have. I
I
don't
haven't.
know. I don't know if he's playing. I don't know what he's doing for the 1 year.
I don't think he made a decision yet.
I don't think so either. So we'll see what happens with him. So those first two games are pretty good, and those first two games are on prime time. I'm gonna get into prime time very shortly because it's something that I got to talk about because it's crazy nowadays what the media rights and what the televised games are getting into.
This is actually
But
terrible.
yeah, it's wild, honestly. And it was getting discussed in the beginning 2 years ago around the playoffs, the 2023 playoffs. And then last year really got serious and now it's here. But before I get into that a little bit more, Dom, 9 of the first 12 games for the Knicks are at home. 9 of the first 12 games are at home for the Knicks. They have to come out strong and win a good portion of those games.
Absolutely.
You have your opportunity. As Aaron Boone would like to say, it's right in front of us.
My God.
And, and Tom doesn't want to hear it.
Nope.
And they have to come out strong and they have to win those. And maybe it's hard to win every game, but you got to win a good amount of them to show that you're true contenders. The schedule is opening up pretty nicely to start the season for you, along with the teams that won't have their stars. This is your opportunity. You need to take advantage and you have to show, hey, we're serious because it's got to get done. I mean, you got to show the league and really more importantly, forget about just the East. I mean, we've been talking about how strong the Western Conference is the last few episodes, or really ever since we started this podcast. For Christ's sake, we
Yep.
have to. This is it. the Knicks have to show us fans why we should spend $250, $300 a ticket to go watch them play at MSG.
I I personally believe this is our last chance because 2 years ago against the Pacers, you know what? We were right there. We thought, all right, we got this. Then everybody got hurt. All right, like that game 7, like Knicks fans, like real Knicks fans, they were not like upset at all. I felt like the city was like, you know what? I'm really proud of this team, and it was just a great time to watch them all year, and they gave it their all. Like I don't think any real Knicks fans were just like so mad that they didn't win game 7. That like I wasn't personally. I was like, you know what? It is what it is. They showed us who they're going to be in the future. Then this past season, I thought we had it. I mean, I think every Knicks fan thought like we were going to the finals. We're going to the finals. This can be our year. It's going to be really tough. I mean, because we lost against OKC, I think almost every time this
No, it
past
was every time.
yeah every time. So
It was.
we're like, all right, it's going to be a battle, but we're at the finals. Like we did it. Like at least we made the finals. That's 2 strikes right there. This is the Knicks' time. This is our time to go to the finals and win it.
Yeah. I listen. I thought we had a very good shot of getting to the finals before the 2 minute and 35-second collapse in
Me
game
too.
one. Once that happened, I was like, yeah, I don't know what the heck they're gonna do now because it's very, very hard to come back from something like that. But I don't know, Dom, if this is the absolute last chance. I don't want to see it that way, just based on when we talked about all of the starting 5 players that are now locked up contractually with the Knicks, all that money. I'm not going to say that just yet, but I can tell you if they don't take a stranglehold of this season and how everything's laid out for them, yeah, it'll start creeping into my mind. I'm not going to lie. I'll be transparent as I always am. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. But the opening slate of the first 12 games of the schedule is, I think it's favorable. Are they? Is every game against a bad team? Of course not. The NBA is growing, and the teams are getting stronger, which is great because everybody wants to see competition. But you're at home. You're supposed to be a top team to get far in the playoffs, and you hired Mike Brown. You got an associate head coach, as we discussed last Monday. You got another assistant head coach. You got obviously pieces there to help you get to where you need to go. So now going into the Cup games, Dom, October 31st, Halloween, Cup game at Bulls. November 14th, Cup game versus the Heat on Prime on Prime Video. November 26th, Cup game at Hornets. And then November 28th, Cup game versus the Bucks on Prime Video. I mean, this is just not a great group. The Knicks should be just steamrolling through this group. I
There's
mean,
no way they don't.
there's no way you don't. I
There's
mean,
no.
you have to. Here we go again. Take advantage. You
I
have
mean,
to.
they lost to a terrible Hawks team last year, so I mean, it only takes one bad game, but I mean, come on, we have to do this, and I mean, I'm sure all those players are motivated by that extra money too. So
Yeah, I know.
this they got to win this. I mean, it
Yeah,
would also be nice to see too, to see
it
the
would.
Knicks win something.
It would. It would. That's the thing. Other fan bases like the Lakers and the Celtics. They're like, oh, it's just a cup game. Who cares? I mean, the Lakers won one, right? Obviously, a couple of years ago.
They were popping
They
champagne in
won,
the locker room.
huh?
They were popping champagne in the locker room.
I know. I know. They were. They very much were. But now they're like, oh, it's of course when you lose, right? You downplay it. Like, oh, it's just a cup game, whatever. Listen, for fans like us who haven't seen, I mean, we didn't see, but for older generational fans, for the Knicks who haven't won something since 1973, it's now been 52 years. And even if they win this upcoming season, it's going to be 53 regardless. for 53 years, you haven't seen anything. You haven't seen any type of winning. Okay, yeah, making the playoffs is becoming a frequent thing now, thank God, finally. But they haven't won at all. So this is the time. As you said, I don't know if I don't totally agree yet that it's their last chance, but you said this is their opportunity.
Yep. Like we're
Now,
not any opportunities like this ever again.
no, no. That I agree with now. So now this is where the MSG Network's part of the intro comes into play. Now, if you heard it at first and you're like, what the heck is he talking about? I understand the bit of the confusion, but this is nuts. I mean, I am very much afraid that I won't be listening to Bill Pito. Alan Hahn does work on Get Up, First Take, WFAN 880 radio. Okay. You'll hear him, but Wally Zerbiak, Bill Pito, I think they are fantastic, hosts, analysts, broadcasters, pick one, all the above. I mean, Dom, did you see the schedule of how many games are on primetime or on subscriptions?
I saw like the I saw like the schedule for like the week, but no, I didn't see that.
I mean, it is remarkable. It is absolutely December 19th. It's Prime Video versus the Sixers. I already told you the first two games are on prime time.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the Cavs, obviously, on ESPN. Then the Celtics game, October 24th on Prime Video. Then one of the Cup games, the Heat, on November 14th is on Prime Video. Oh, I'm sorry. The other Cup game on the Bucks is on Prime Video. December 19th, Prime Video versus the Sixers. Christmas Day game, obviously, on ABC and ESPN. January 2nd against the Hawks, Prime Video. That's at home. January 5th at Pistons on Peacock. January 15th at Warriors on Prime Video. January 19th, MLK Day versus Mavs on NBC or Peacock. January 24th at Sixers on ABC. February 1st versus Lakers on NBC. I'm now going to get into the month of February, okay, because this is the most insane to me. There's 12 games because, of course, there's the All-Star break. There's only 12 games in the month of February. Dom, only 4 of them are on MSG.
Yeah, you told me that.
4
That's
of them.
just
February 1st versus Lakers on NBC and Peacock. February 4th at home versus Nuggets, shout out Kennan, on ESPN. February 6th at Pistons on Prime Video. February 8th at Celtics on ABC. February 11th at Sixers on ESPN. February 19th versus Pistons on Prime Video. February 21st versus Rockets on ABC. February 24th at Cavs on NBC or Peacock. I mean, how in the world is MSG Network going to be making money? I,
I
I'm
I
like,
don't have an answer.
I'm
I
like,
don't have
I
an
have no
answer.
idea. I mean, they got to pay off a loan. They have that big loan that they got to pay off. I mean, how in the world are these local broadcasts going to be making money? I mean, there is no way MSG Network is going to sustain. I mean, they have some giants broadcasting, they do some giants analysis. They obviously, but their Knicks is the main thing, right? They used to do the Mets, and then they went to SNY. They used to do some of the Yankees, then they went to Yes Network. I mean, the Knicks is their main source of revenue. So now Adam Silver is taking all these games and putting it on primetime television, on these subscriptions. I mean, it's honestly sad. It's sad for us, but it's even more sad for, once again, the older generation who watched a lot of the Knicks play on MSG Network.
It's the only place I ever want to watch a game.
Exactly. And now I even wrote here in bold, read the rest of the schedule for MSG bankruptcy reasons. I mean, if you go down, I stopped at March 1st. I mean, going past the end of the month of February, Okay, February 27th, that'll be on MSG against Milwaukee. But then March 1st, Spurs, 1 p.m. game at home, ABC. Okay, then MSG gets the away game against the Raptors. Congrats. March 4th,
Correct.
OKC at home. You know that's going to be on prime time. That's on ESPN. Then MSG, then ABC, Peacock, MSG, Prime Video, NBC or Peacock. Prime then that MSG, all right. MSG actually gets 5 straight, six straight games, but then they're back to prime time. I mean, there's just not enough games for MSG to cover, and it's going to be very interesting and frankly maybe even a little concerning for some to see how long MSG Network can last. And that's why James Dolan last year, when he heard about this whole plan from Adam Silver, he's like, what about us? What the heck are we going to do? It's wild. I mean, it's crazy.
Just with the NBA in general, like I can see the sense of, like there's people that just have streaming services now. They don't even like pay for cable
That's
television.
the problem,
But
Dom.
like it makes sense, but also it's just terrible networking. Well, like Monday is going to be Peacock, Tuesday is going to be NBC and or Peacock, Wednesday ESPN, Friday Prime Video, additional weekly national games starting mid-season, Thursday Prime Video, Saturday ABC ESPN Prime Video, Sunday ABC ESPN or NBC/Peacock. Like what? Why?
I mean, when they were throwing this around, I know I said 2023 playoffs. That's when they were getting into actual sit down convos. But during that season, 2022-23, first year Jalen Brunson got to the Knicks, I mean, they were really floating it out there hard. So it went from 2022-23 season, okay, floating it around. Playoffs had sit down. Then 2023-24, we're really going to try to structure some sort of game plan. Then last year, they were just putting it out there like, yep, this is it. This is what it is. I mean, that list that you just read off, I mean, good luck to MSG. I don't know how long they're going to be around. And then, of course, Dom, MLB, which we're about to get into now. I mean, their contract with ESPN is done after the season.
Yep.
So, I mean, thank God, because that
Yeah.
broadcast is god awful.
Terrible.
But I don't know. I mean,
Well,
it's a little tough to see because for the people like me and Dom that still have cable, we want to watch MSG games, and we
also,
just don't know how long that's going to last.
I mean, like everyone now has a million streaming services, Netflix, Hulu, maybe like even like the YouTube Premium. What like I don't know. There's so many of them. Like now the people that don't have Peacock, like now you gotta get another subscription. But one thing I sort of am interested in is I still don't know like what Michael Jordan's role is with NBC. Like
Supposed to be an
if he's
analyst,
on TV, if he's on TV talking about basketball, I would love to see that.
of course.
Like
That is the
any
benefit. You make a good point. That is the benefit. Melo's supposed to be on
yeah,
as well. Yeah,
like it will be good people, but I mean, still, I would anything. I would rather watch MSG over anything,
I know. I know.
which is a shame.
Yeah. No, it'll be a good list of guys being an analyst, you know, a good table, good round table of guys just giving their insight, especially the ones who, played for a long time and had fantastic careers. Talking about one guy, Michael Jordan, that obviously is revered as the best basketball player ever. Obviously a lot of arguments on that, and it'll never end. But then you have Melo, another great player. So it's a good round table. It's a good list of guys that they're having it on there.